I love me a good old slice of life anime, especially when the lead females have crippling social disorders. So when I saw this anime's female lead had a paralyzing social anxiety, wait, where are you going? God damn it. But just like these girls, I too have a disorder. As a matter of fact, you may have this same disorder too. Addictive personality disorder. I binged the first 3 episodes of the show. Then I remembered this show is adapted from a manga. So I sucked up those chapters just like Kirby and Smash, just like the vacuum from Teletubbies, or exactly like your mom when... What? No, I'm not making fun of any mom. No, that's not me. Did I mention I have a disorder? So yeah, I binged the hell out of this show, and I bet you have some questions. Did you ever find out what the hell this was? Negative. Did you ever find out what the hell this was? Definitely not. Did I enjoy the hell out of it? You bet your sweet ass I did. So we have our 2 leads, Komi and Tadano. Komi has a severe social anxiety to the point where it leads her not to be able to speak. She's also pretty much scared of everything else. So whenever she's in a situation she finds uncomfortable, she freezes, kind of like those goats when you scare them. Yet, she has attention-demanding good looks that naturally make her very popular. So what do you get when you gather a lot of attention and have social anxiety? You get a good old case of the misunderstandings. People want to talk to Komi, but it appears she's giving off a cold demeanor when in reality, she's freaking the hell out. In comes Tadano, a painfully average boy in every way. Painfully average height, painfully average face, painfully average personality. You know, just like you. And on top of being average, he's also very unpopular. Luckily, he's blessed to be able to read the room and be socially aware. So when lunchtime rolls around, he gets knocked the fuck out by a group that's mobbing Komi.
You got knocked the fuck out!
He wakes up after only to catch Komi talking to herself and is able to ask her if she's bad at talking to people. She explains how she's not able to speak even though she desperately wants to. Right when she's about to leave, Tadano starts to talk to her via chalkboard. Cue this heartwarming scene. After a brief moment of being in my feels, they bring up the main premise of the show. Make Komi 100 friends.
You son of a bitch! I'm in!
Same here, Morty. Same here. So what must the story do when you have a girl who can't speak and a painful average boy to make 100 friends? You make those 100 friends be as quirky and weird as possible. You got your yandere, your human pet, your competitive rival, you got Discount Rico from LCD, and shit, you even got a goddamn ninja from
Naruto Shippuden.
But my favorite character of them all is this little shit, Najimi. Komi's second friend ever. You know the kids that ask if you have games on your phone? Yeah. That's Najimi, a conundrum of a human. You're never sure whether Najimi is a boy or a girl. And the story loves to evade that topic, like this guy loves to avoid the LGBTQ community. Fuck, I'm gonna get shot. The crybaby aside, Najimi is wildly popular and extroverted, so it made sense for Tadano to recommend a social butterfly to help in Komi's journey. But unlike Tadano's gentle approach to things, Najimi's more of a tough love kind of person. For example, Najimi asked her to go get a drink from Starbucks in order to be their friend, but there's a catch. This Starbucks order is so complicated, you got SoundCloud rappers saying,
"That's called motherfucking bars, nigga!"
Determined to make a friend, Komi makes a brave attempt at getting this concoction of a drink only to fail miserably and bring back a completely different drink. It's an example of the phrase that's often repeated in this show. When a person has extreme social anxiety, they struggle to communicate with others. Bear in mind, they struggle to make connections. It doesn't mean that they don't want to. You see the great lengths Komi pushes herself through to attempt to make a friend. Combine that with the challenge of making friends with a school full of eccentric and weird people, you got yourself a bunch of funny situations chock full of misunderstandings and anxiety. He told her of all people to shut up. Beautiful. Komi Can't Communicate is a clever show. Here's why. Despite people misunderstanding Komi as a goddess of sorts, she's a pretty normal girl. But because she has crippling social anxiety, it's left her with zero social experience. And in turn, due to her lack of social experience, she's very naive and inexperienced. So whenever you watch her have small triumphs to overcome her fears, you can't help but relate and feel proud. Practicing talking on the phone, laying in bed and redoing the conversations you had earlier in your head, cracking a joke and hoping your friends like it, and inviting your friends over to hang out. All the shit that you yourself are nervous about when you want your friends to like you. She has all those same fears, but she wants to overcome them. And you want that for her too. So you can't help but root for Komi. And when things get too intense for you, You have your rock to fall back onto to help you stay up. I feel this is where the slice of life part of the show really shines. Now that Komi is making friends, she's finally able to do things she's always wanted to do with others, like eating ramen with them, going shopping, group studying in the library, calling them on the phone, and saving them from psychopaths. You know, normal friend stuff. You're simply enjoying watching Komi make 100 friends and her interactions with all of them. It's easy to digest and it's perfect for when you don't feel like investing into a show that's heavily story driven. All in all, it's a lighthearted comedy and you'd enjoy watching it at your own pace. But I do have one complaint.
Dear Netflix, you are a bitch nigga. Wait, hold on. Dear Netflix, you are a bitch ass nigga.
You heard the man. Multi-billion-dollar company, Netflix, that brought you such hits as Beastars, Violet Evergarden, and Devilman Crybaby has a problem. Most avid anime watchers usually fall into two camps: filthy dub watchers and intellectual sub-supremacists like myself. And if you're a fellow sub-supremacist like me, you've noticed an annoying problem. Komi Can't Communicate is a very thought-boxed and text-heavy show. In the manga, it's pretty much the vehicle to convey Komi's feelings most of the time. The anime does a good job adapting this, even to the point where the thought box just follows her. Now, why do I bring this up? In a number of scenes, when the thought box is presented at the same time as an audio line from a voice actor, you would think that the subtitles will appear for both. Now, when it comes to Netflix's subtitles, that's not the case. It seems they prioritize presenting a clean aesthetic of keeping at most 1 or 2 lines of subs on screen, or at times they just flat out won't put subtitles at all. Now, when you have a text-heavy show and a streaming company that prefers a minimalist approach to presenting subtitles, a lot of things get left out. And when you leave things out, you miss a lot of nuances that could have enhanced the scene. When you're missing things, you're feeling you're not getting the full experience of the show. And when you have Netflix decidingly omit subtitles just after a studio makes sure to properly animate the stylized text, you can't help but feel they're doing a disservice to the studio and the show as a whole. Komi-san not having thought boxes to read is like James Charles sexting those underage boys. It just feels wrong. And it is wrong. Some viewers found it so wrong that they straight up decided to create their own fan subs themselves. And I can assure you that theirs is infinitely better. That's my gripe. All in all, it's a good show regardless, so if you don't mind missing a few things, watch it on Netflix. But if you're looking for the full experience, search up those fan subs. You'll be glad you did. Last week I made a video about Ranking the Kings. Go watch it. I'm Wado. I'm out. Thanks for watching.